Now in this case we have a data, or rather sample data having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 values. Again, for this data we are going to find out the measures of variation or measures of dispersion. So let us first find out the range. What is range? It is actually range of the entire data. So range by definition is the difference between the highest data value and the lowest data value. The highest data value of this data is 34 and the lowest is 15. So the range comes to 90. Now let us find out interquartile range, and it is popularly known as IQR. What is IQR? Then IQR is the difference between the highest quartile, that is Q3, and the lowest quartile, Q1. And many a times it is also known as the limits or range of the central 50% data values. First of all, we have to find out Q1 and Q3. Let us find out Q1, or say P75. First we have to calculate the index. Sorry, P25, yes, thank you. P25. An index for P25 is 25 by 100 into n, that is 8. So the index comes to 2. When index is 2, that means index is an integer value. Then the percentile or quartile of our interest is the mean of the indexed value, that is second value, and index plus 1th value, that is third value here. That will be our Q1 or P25. Second value in this data, if it is arranged in ascending order, is 20, and the third value is 25. Summation divided by 2, it is 22.5. Q1 of this data is 22.5. Now Q3, or say P75. The index for Q3 is 75 divided by 100 into n means 8. It comes to 6. Again the index is an integer value. So the same practice, P75 or Q3 is the mean of the 6th value and the next value. So 6th value plus 7th value divided by 2. 6th value, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 28, and 7th value is 30 divided by 2, 29. So Q3 is 29. So our interquartile range or IQR is 29 minus 22.5. So we can say that the IQR is 6.5. This is IQR. Now let us find out the mean based measures of variations. Thanks to Carl Pearson, we have these two, variance and the standard deviation. For that purpose, first of all, we are going to find out the summation of the data values sigma x. 15, 20, 25, 25, 27, 28, 30 and 34. What is the summation? Is it 204? Yes, 204 sigma x. So the sample mean or x bar comes to 204 divided by 8.
25.5.
It is 25.5. Now we have two alternatives. either to find out variance through the formula sigma x minus x bar whole square divided by n minus 1, or we have another alternative. First of all, why do we have two alternatives? See the value of x bar. It is not an integer value, 25 or 26, but it is a fractional value. It is advisable not to go for the direct method of sigma x minus x bar whole square whenever you have the fractional value of mean. Because if the mean is a fractional value, the calculation of squared values of the deviations taken from mean becomes somewhat tedious. So we are going to use another formula. And for that purpose, first of all, we have to find out squared values of x or squared values of all the data values. First is 15, its square comes to 225. Second is 20, 400. Then 625 and 625. What is the square value of 27? 729. Then 784. Then 900. And what is the square value of 34?
1156.
1156. Now get the total of this column. And that is sigma x squared.
$5,444.
5,444. Now we can calculate variance through these two results. Variance equals to sigma x square minus sigma x the whole square upon n and whole upon n minus 1, because we are dealing with the sample values. Substitute the values. Sigma x square, that means 5,444, minus sigma x the whole square means 204, the square of it, divided by n means 8, and whole upon n minus 1 means 8 minus 1. Now just simplify. What is the squared value of 204?
204 square value is 41.
Directly you can divide.
616. Square value of 204.
408, 204 square.
204 square, and then divide it by 8 directly. We are interested in the result only.
5,202.
Yes. 5,202. 5,202. Yes, the difference between 5,444 and 5,202 comes to 242 divided by 7. The result is your
34.58.
34.58 is the variance. This is the another way of calculating variance. Instead of x minus x bar whole square formula, we can use this formula too. Now we can calculate standard deviation.
$5.88.
5.88. And let us calculate coefficient of variation. CV, that is percentage of standard deviation to standard deviation is 5.88 divided by mean 25.5 multiply by 100 to get the percentage.
23.05.
Yes, 23.05% is C. That means standard deviation of this particular data is 23.05% of its mean. Yes, thank you.